Top 5 best winter weapons in COD Zombies. A lot of people aren't going to be happy. Number 5. I already hear everyone getting angry as fuck. It's the lightning bow. I understand it's a lightning bow. It is the best bow out of all 4 in Horizon Direct. This only showed up in Black Ops 3. If you played it, you know. You can camp in any fucking corner you want. It doesn't matter where you are. You want to train, you can. It's definitely really solid in the boss fight. Like, everything about the lightning bow is good. It's at number 5 just because of the ammo problem. In order for you to do really well, you have to charge shot. Yes, you can do the normal single shot, it kills, but it's not going to do what the charge shot can clearly do, which gives this huge storm of lightning and just absolutely annihilates everything. So you're going to be wasting 2 arrows every single shot, and you're not guaranteed to get a max ammo at the end of every round. So the lightning bow, it's powerful. It's definitely the best lightning weapon that we've probably seen in Zombies. It's better than the lightning staff. It's the best bow out of the 4. I feel like I need to put it number 5 though, just because of the fact that the ammo problem, in high rounds especially, is really going to start kicking your ass. There's been a couple times I've been on round 80 and I ran out of ammo in the bow and I had to rely off of my gun with dead wire just because I don't have any ammo. Unless you have like cashbacks, I guess, for the gobblegum, you can get the tram fuses and get lucky with max ammos there, you know, dog rounds and stuff. But as I said, at the end of every round to refill your ammo on this bow, you're not promised that. You can get max ammos while using it, so it does drop some stuff like some wonder weapons don't. But I feel like placing it in this is just a solid spot for it. As you've seen, you can take out Panzers very, very easily. I don't know. I just feel like number 5 is a fair spot for it, just because the ammo and the higher rounds you get, it's going to be very difficult. And it's easy to acquire too. It's probably one of the. Honestly, the Spirit Bow is probably easier, but it's probably the easiest one next to the Spirit Bow. Which takes us now to the number 4. This is where a lot of people are going to be mad at my choice, because they're going to think that the Lightning Bow is so much better than the Blundergat. But I think the Blundergat's better than the Lightning Bow, because for one, you could take the Blundergat and keep it all game and do decent with it, as if you go for the bows, you want to upgrade from the Wrath of the Ancients. The Wrath of the Ancients is just not something you want to keep. You can keep the Blundergat, though. You can upgrade to the Sweeper, and it's a 4-barrel shotgun that just absolutely demolishes everything that you shoot at. In Black Ops 2, it does feel like it's better. And in Black Ops 2, you can pair it up with the Speed Cola perk, and it becomes such a fucking machine. Just fire and throw the barrel right back up and just keep firing and obliterate everything. In Black Ops 4, it's still viable. It is killing. It's doing still pretty solid. You can take out Brutus in like 1 or 2 shots. It really shines, of course, in the upgrades, which is what I wanted to talk about, which you will see here in a minute. But also, it just looks so fucking cool. It's got a dragon head on the top. When you pack-a-punch it, the eyes go red. The upgrades, it colors depending on the upgrade you get. I don't see anything wrong with the Blundergat. The ammo count isn't a problem either. The damage is great. You could get a free one. You can get the one from the box. It does not matter how you want to get it. You can even get 2 of them if you want. You could hold 2 Blundergats. You could have one of the upgrades and the Blundergat. So I think the Blundergat is great. But then that leads us over to the upgrades. The upgrades that we can use are the Acid Gat in Black Ops 2. This is as high as it's going to go. Yes, you're seeing BO4 gameplay. Black Ops 2's Acid Gat is just so much better than the BO4's. BO4's is not bad. You even have PhD, so that's something that Black Ops 2 was lacking in, so you don't have to take the splash damage from the acid. But it also feels like it blows up even more frequently, I guess. Like, when I fire it, normally the zombies take a minute to run towards it like in BO2, but in BO4 that's just not the case. It blows up almost immediately. So I guess like it's not bad, it's pretty good, but in Black Ops 2 the Acid Gat shines. So you want to go high rounds on Mob of the Dead, you're going to want the Acid Gat. It acts as a monkey bomb. You fire the capsules of acid, they run over to it, it blows up and kills like the entire horde. And in a game like COD Zombies, we do want that. That is pretty necessary for your safeties. Have something as a free get out of jail free card. You want something like that. But the Acid Gat isn't the best. It goes into the new upgrade, which is only in Black Ops 4, which is the Magma Gat. It's essentially the same thing. It shoots something, and the zombies follow that something, and it kills it. But this is what the acid gat was in BO2. The zombies take a moment to actually run away from the player and go and take damage from whatever that is. And the magma gat is easily better than the acid gat. I would say the acid gat looks cooler, but it's not off of just looks. The magma gat is pretty easy to get. If you're not really that good at zombies, you probably die trying to do the soul step. But other than that, it's pretty simple to get. It's very worth it to acquire. You can shoot it on the walls, you can shoot it on the floor, the zombies will run towards it, it does not matter. You can camp in a corner with it, you can train with it, you can do whatever you want with it. Magma gat. So, I don't know, there's no drawbacks either. Like the ammo, there's nothing wrong with the magma gat. You can camp in the gondola, you know, you can take this whatever round you want. The blender gat and its variants are just great. Number 3 is where people are going to start getting mad as fuck. Because it's the Thunder Gun, and I know people are going to say it should be number 2 or even number 1. But the Thunder Gun, and for one, it's iconic, it's classic, we all know. If you've played any bit of COD Zombies, you've heard of the Thunder Gun or used the Thunder Gun personally. We all remember going to high rounds on Kino, training in the fucking theater, getting around 30s, 40s, 50s. We all remember doing that. It came back in Black Ops 3 for the Chronicles pack. You can get it in Knocker and Toten. You can get it back on Kino. It showed up in BO4 in Tagged or Toten. Don't mix it up for the Thunder Gun. The Thunder Gun is hot garbage. Please don't use that. The Thunder Gun, it's just a basic blow 'em back and keep playing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's fucking great. We all know back when you're playing Kino and Black Ops 1 and you saw that thing in the box, that's what you wanted, and it's well worth it. There's no complaints about the Thunder Gun except for the fact that you cannot reload after one shot in the clip. You have to empty the clip in order to reload. But it doesn't matter when the damage is what it is. As you see, we're just clearing trains with it. Like, it's absolutely nothing. This does fall off in damage, though, but at the end of the day, it's still, you just have to shoot a second time, and it blows everything back still just the same. The Blender Gat is good, the Lightning Bow is good, but the fucking Thunder Gun, it just tops them. This thing can do anything. If you get stuck in a corner, blow them back. You're camping, you want to sit here and, I don't know why you're camping with the Thunder Gun, but you want to camp, you can. You know, you're training around, the horde's getting a little too overwhelming, blow everything back. Like, I don't see anything wrong with this. I know a lot of people, for some reason, wanted to be number 1, but you'll see my number 2 and number 1, and you'll kind of understand. So, number 3, we're giving to the Thunder Gun. I don't care. That's my opinion.
You keep coming, I'll keep killing.
Now this is where some people are going to get mad, because a lot of people don't like Black Ops 4. A lot of people don't like Dead of the Night. I love both of them. If you watch my video of the top 5 best zombies maps in COD Zombies, you know I love Dead of the Night. This is my favorite BO4 map, and some people didn't experience this weapon because they dropped BO4 before the game dropped, or they played Dead of the Night, they didn't care for it, so they didn't end up getting the winter weapon. But the Alistair's Annihilator, oh man, this thing fucking slams. This is better than the Lightning Bow. This thing's better than the Thunder Gun. This thing's better than the Blender Gat. This thing can take you to round 100, and you don't even have to use both hands on your controller. What you're seeing is the base version. This is the Alistair's Folly. This is what you get from either going from the mystery box, or you can get the 4 little symbols around the map, and you can unlock it from the case. This is good for the low rounds. It's just a better ray gun. That's the best way I'll sum it up. It shoots little splashes of acid, but it works. It's nothing crazy. But where it shines is in the upgrades, because you upgrade it first to the Chaos Theory, and then you upgrade it to the final version, what you're seeing now, is the Alistair's Annihilator. This thing is, I've gotten to round 80 sitting here with one hand on the controller and one hand on my phone. This weapon does not give a fuck about any zombie that walks in. The only time I had to actually put my phone down to kill what was coming at me was the werewolves. And at that point in time, I already have, like, a Zweihander with silver bullets. Or I have a fucking Rampage with silver bullets. Like, the thing didn't even stand a chance. I go right back here and start charge shotting. We have multiple different shots with the Alistair's Annihilator. As you've seen, we have one with green mist that kind of controls the zombie, I guess confuses them, makes them ignore you, and then they die when the mist goes. Then that ball of fire incinerates anything that walks in. And then we'll end up getting to the tornado, which it's a standard tornado. As you see, everything in there just gets fucking thrown around, and they just die. And then the last one I didn't get in this, but it also is another green mist that when anything walks in, they shrink down and just die. So you literally can have whatever round you want with the Alistair's Annihilator. The people that hate Dead of the Night and hate Black Ops 4, you're wrong. It's great. Dead of the Night's phenomenal. So is the Alistair's Annihilator. Now I want to talk about 2 honorable mentions before we get to our #1 spot. The Ray Gun Mark II. It feels wrong to not talk about it in the list, but I feel like the weapons I've named are better than the Ray Gun Mark II, but I still felt like we needed to discuss the Ray Gun Mark II. It debuted and buried in Black Ops 2, and it showed back up in Black Ops 3 with Chronicles, and it showed back up in Black Ops 4 with Alpha Omega. You get 4 elemental upgrades. The Ray Gun Mark II is just... I don't really know how else to put it. It's just great. There's nothing wrong with it. The ammo's good. I guess the only negative would be that it does fall off in damage on a certain round. But, hey, at the end of the day, the Ray Gun Mark II got you to that fucking round. And what if you don't have another weapon that can help you, I guess that's your fault. And even then, most weapons aren't even going to do what the Ray Gun Mark II is doing on that round. So the Ray Gun Mark II is just solid all the way around. And in Black Ops 2, once you got buried, the Ray Gun Mark II went to every map's mystery box, so you can get the Mark II in Transit. You can get it in Mob of the Dead, you can get it in Die Rise, you can get it in Origins. And this was always something you would want on those maps. If you could play Mob of the Dead and take the Ray Gun Mark II, it would one-shot Brutus. Unpack-a-punched. You could one-shot Brutus. You could one-shot the Panzer on Origins. This was a must-have. But it's still just not better than the weapons I've already named. Because you can still get cornered with this weapon and die. You could still take hits trying to train and die. It falls off in damage. You can run out of ammo because it's a 3-round burst. There are negatives to this, but they're not big. So I guess when I said I don't know any negatives, I guess I do. But the Ray Gun Mark II, it's so iconic. And the minute that we saw that there was a second Mark II for a ray gun, everyone freaked the fuck out when Barry dropped. Everyone wanted this. And then in Black Ops 3, you can get it in the Chronicles maps. You can get it in Shangri-La. You can get it in, of course, you see Kino. You can get it in Origins. I imagine if this went in every box like it did in BO2. Playing Horizon Draft with a Lightning Bow and a regular, you can get, if your game don't crash, you can get whatever round you want. So I felt like it was weird to not talk about the Ray Gun Mark II. The Ray Gun Mark III, I don't even think is as good as the Mark II. I would probably put this above the Mark III. The only ray gun that I would debate could go up against this would be the Ray K from Cold War. And that's just debatable. I still feel like this might be the best ray gun. But I guess we all got our own opinions. And mine is the Ray Gun Mark II is the best ray gun, but it's not the best wonder weapon. It's not in top 5. Definitely in top 10, but not top 5. And now here's where a lot of heat's going to come from. Is an honorable mention is the Ice Staff from Origins. I love Origins as much as the next guy. It's not, you saw my list. Mob of the Dead is my favorite, but that does not take away anything from Origins. Origins gave us the first time where we saw 4 elemental wonder weapons. The Ice Staff is not my favorite. The Fire Staff is, but I know the Ice Staff is the best. And it's the same for Horizon Draft. My favorite bow is the Fire, but I know Lightning is the best. A lot of high round strategies require the Ice Staff. But the reason I have this as an honorable mention and not on the list is because it is only viable when you upgrade it. If you don't upgrade the staff, it's fucking shit. There's been so many times I've gotten pressed by zombies and just spam shot this thing and nothing happened, and they just kept hitting me as they were getting frozen. Now when you upgrade it, that's where it becomes better. And that's why I will say the Blundergat is better than this, because I can still do shit. I can still actually use the Blundergat, the base version, unlike the base version of the Ice Staff. The ammo isn't a massive problem. It's low, but it's balanced, you know. You can revive people, I guess, you know, there's that. The spikes on it make for a cool look, and you got a cool knifing animation. The Ice Staff is... It's, as I said, it's definitely the best out of the four. It's probably the easiest to actually acquire, if we're being honest. You can, I got it in this gameplay on round 7. I got it before the Panzer spawned because it's just that easy. You can train with it. Camping is possible, but I would more recommend just trying to train and just annihilate everything. Like even then, just charge out and run around because anything that walks into that blizzard will freeze and die. I felt like if we talked about the lightning bow, we had to talk about one of the staffs. I don't really know anything else that I can really say about the ice staff. It's I've seen guys have round 100 with the ice staff, so that's all I gotta say. The ice staff is definitely the best staff, but comparing it to the lightning bow I can camp with, I can train with, I could do single shots with. Lightning bow is just better. Even the Blundergat, the Alistair's Annihilator, the Thunder Gun, it all takes over the ice staff. Same with the Mark II. It's definitely in the top 10, but I don't think it's in top 5. But I still felt like it was kind of criminal to not talk about the origin staffs in a top 5 winter weapons. But this is where we're going to go to the number 1 spot, which is kind of why you're going to see the number 1 is what it is. It's the Apothican Servant from Black Ops 3. If you know, you know. This is not going to be a long explanation. This gameplay is going to say it all. It's literally just going to be me completing this round with the Apothican Servant. It has very low ammo, but it's balanced because this thing has infinite damage. That is why it's number 1. Infinite damage. If your game does not crash and lets you get to around 1,000 plus, this will still one-shot the entire horde. You can literally do anything with this weapon. You want to camp, you want to train, you want to do the Easter egg, this thing makes a black hole, sucks in the entire horde, and everything is dead. The only thing it does not take care of are the Margwas, which a normal bullet weapon, it will suffice. Trust me, you'll be fine. In Revelations, they actually gave us a upgrade quest to get more ammo. So, and we had a glitch when Shadow's Evil dropped where you could pack a punch it and get 20 rounds. Yeah, that was busted, and they kind of realized that, so they ended up taking it out. And even the upgrade version doesn't even have 20 fucking shots. It only goes up to 15. So they kind of realized how powerful this weapon was, and I don't think they will ever make another weapon this powerful because, one, as I said, it has gotten infinite damage, and it's a black hole. Like, I don't really think there's anything stronger than a black hole you could put in COD Zombies. They tried it with the Mark III, but the Apothican Servant Apothican Servant is just better. It's better in every way. I guess Mark III's got ammo, but that's because it's weaker. I would much rather take this over a Thunder Gun. I'd much rather take this over the Alistair's Annihilator. I'd take it over any winter weapon in COD Zombies. It doesn't matter what it is. The Chrysalax, the fucking Cerberus, the Decimator Shield. I don't know why we're talking about that, but Decimator Shield, like everything that's a COD winter weapon does not stack up against the Apothican Servant for Shadows of Evil and Revelations. It looks cool, it's easy to get, it's not hard, and when you get it and you die out, you can even get it back from the box. Like, you can do so many different kind of strategies with this weapon. So that is my top 5 favorite winter weapons in Call of Duty Zombies.